Hi, I'm hopping on here because I wanted to post a video now that it's been exactly 1 month of me posting more consistently on Instagram as well as YouTube. And just some things I'm noticing about the process of posting from kind of a feelings perspective opposed to an analytics and a numbers perspective, in case there are others of you out there like me who have been contemplating posting, have this thought and idea that posting could really be helpful, but getting started has been hard. I can totally relate. 1 month in, I can't say it's all easy, it's all rainbows and butterflies, of course, but I will say there are some things that I'm noticing about the process that are feeling easier. Just the act of doing it. I'm getting more comfortable with the platforms. I'm getting more comfortable with technology, although still a lot to do. But just that familiarity piece is helpful. It also has felt really good, especially the first few weeks, just doing the posting and getting myself out there and trying something new. I think we talk a lot about being vulnerable in my sessions, and this is that for me. This is vulnerable, and it feels really good to honor that and be brave and to put myself out there. Something I'm noticing on the second half of this month is my kind of perfectionist parts and my self-doubt parts are starting to speak up. They were really quiet in the beginning. I think they were, just trying to let me do my thing and get out there. But now that I'm posting more, now that there's more content and more of me out there, I hear some of that doubt and some of that perfectionist part coming in, and just having to work with that. It's actually really interesting. When I had this idea of making this video, it was last week, and I was really excited and I was in such a good place, my own feelings, my own energy, and I really couldn't wait to make this. And here I sit today and I don't have that same energy. But I also wanted to kind of hold myself accountable for making this video, not only because I think it's helpful for me, but also I think this idea of being with myself even when it doesn't feel as good as I want it to be or want it to, is helpful. Like, even as I'm making this now, I can kind of feel my future self grateful. Who knows all that I'll do with it, but just this accountability, this idea that I can honor my feelings, I can validate my feelings, and then I can still do things differently than what they would prefer. Right? There's a large part of me right now today that kind of did not want to do any of this. I was finding myself annoyed with the tripod. I was finding myself annoyed with lots of little things. If you could see, my my phone is propped up by books right now. And so just trying to find little ways to work with myself, but still have that accountability. Kristin Neff talks about how self-compassion and self-love oftentimes is accountability and showing up for self, and even if it's hard. And this month has felt a lot like self-love, in some strange ways. But I'm really excited to see how it continues. I guess the last little tidbit I'll add is I'm really hopeful for the networking connections. I have talked to just a few people already over the last month who work with breathwork or who work with have similar ideas or ways of kind of viewing the work that we do. And that's been really, really life-giving and hopeful and exciting and expansive. And so if it was just for that alone, I would continue to post. But there's been a lot, and I hope this video is helpful. Obviously, I didn't go into any numbers. If we looked at them, they wouldn't be that impressive, I guess. I haven't had any new clients. I haven't had any new clients reach out to me, or potential clients, or even clients asking questions about the work that I do. So that's that. But I can honestly say that at this point, that doesn't feel discouraging. I actually think right now the act of doing it and the self-love and the accountability that I'm experiencing is fruitful enough, but to be continued. Stay tuned. if you find yourself in a similar boat and are wanting to post and are just needing to kind of norm the fear and the hurdle of getting over it, please reach out. I'd love to connect. Take care of yourself. Be well. Talk soon. Bye-bye.